By this video, let us study about Schrodinger wave equation. So this wave equation is written by Erwin Schrodinger. So we know that electrons is having the wave nature. So Erwin Schrodinger, through his experiments, he proposed a differential equation for this wave nature of electron. Okay, so this equation for, that is the wave nature of this wave nature of electron equation, it determines the change of the wave function in space depending upon the field of force on which electron moves. Okay, so this equation will determine the change of the wave function in space. Okay, so we know electron, they revolve around the nucleus. Okay, so this electron, which is in the form of waves, which is having the wave nature, so this wave function of this electron may change depending upon the force on which electron moves. Okay, so depending upon the force on which the electron moves, the wave function of the electron also changes. Okay, so when the force on which electron moves changes, then the wave function of the electron also changes. Understanding? So that's what this point said, that the equation determines the change in the wave function space depending upon the field of force on which the electron moves. Okay, and Erwin Schrodinger in his does not depend upon time. Yes, so that's why this equation is time independent. It is time independent, does not depend on time. Now let us see how the Schrodinger equation is obtained from the expression. So using this expression, we just write the Schrodinger equation. Right? So the expression from which the Schrodinger equation is derived. So that expression is H psi is equal to E psi. Okay. So this psi is written like this. This E psi, that is PSI. So this is a Greek letter psi. PSI. Okay. So H psi is equal to E psi. So from this expression only we are deriving the Schrodinger wave equation. Fine. So now let us see what are the parameters which come in this expression. So H is an Hamiltonian operator. So it is a type of operator. So different operators are there in mathematics, like addition, subtraction, division, like different mathematical operations are there. Likewise, Hamiltonian, this is also one such operator. Okay. Now this psi, what is this psi? This psi is a wave function. Okay. So the wave function, it is acting as a function of position of a particle. So we know a particle, here it is electron. The electron position around the nucleus. So that is nothing but the wave function. Yes. So this wave function also tells the position of the particle based on the axis. So if it is x-axis, then it is psi x. If it is y-axis, then psi y, and z-axis, psi z. Understanding? Yes. So psi is the wave function, and this wave function also represents for the position of the particles on the axis, like x-axis, y-axis, and z-axis. Okay. Now what is E? E is the energy of electron. Okay. So this Hamiltonian operator, it is having one particular expression. Schrodinger wave equation, it is a differential wave equation. Okay. So this wave equation is obtained by using the expression of this Hamiltonian operator. Yes. So this Hamiltonian operator is having a particular expression here. Yes. So please notice this one. So minus h square by 8 pi square m into dou square. Dou. This is a dou. Dou is also a Greek letter dou. Fine. Now, so if you don't represent it as dou, even if you write it as d also, it will not go wrong. Okay. Yes. D is a English alphabet and dou is a Greek alphabet. Okay. Both are almost looking similar. Okay. So dou square divided by psi is equal to E psi. Okay, so the expression for Hamiltonian operator, so that expression I just substituted over here and finally I got this expression. Got it? Yes. Now what I am going to do is, yes. Now look here. So the same expression I have written here. The same expression I have written here. Now I'm just multiplying. So better not to multiply. So here psi is there. Psi is outside. This psi I just multiply, take it inside. Okay. This psi I just take it inside. So when I take it inside, what happens? Dou square psi divided by dou square x square. Then dou square psi divided by dou y square. Then dou square psi by dou z square. Okay. Plus v into psi is equal to E into psi. Got it? Yes. Now after that, the next expression what you are doing? You are bringing this E side towards left hand side. Okay. So this part you write as it is, minus h square by 8 pi square m into dou square psi by dou x square plus dou square psi by dou y square plus dou square psi by dou z square plus this v psi, this capital V, it is v psi. Then this E side will come towards left side, it becomes plus, will become minus. So algebra, what we have studied already, algebra. So this plus E side will come towards the left side, it become minus E side, and that will be equal to 0. So that equation will be equal to 0. Okay, fine. Now what you are doing? Now this expression you are multiplying by 8 pi square m by h square. So what are you doing here? You are just multiplying this expression. Yes. So let us number the equation here. So first equation. So this will be your second equation, and this will be your third equation, and this will be your fourth equation. So in the fourth equation, you are just multiplying by 8 pi square m by h square. Okay. So on the left hand side, first I multiply. So the equation as it is written, and then I multiplied with 8 pi square m by h square. Okay. Likewise here also I multiplied. So here v psi minus e psi. So I just took psi outside. When I take psi outside, what happens here? It becomes v minus e. So that v minus e is here. Okay, got it? Yes. So what am I doing here? In this two, because psi is common here, so for that reason I just taken psi outside. So psi v minus e, and that also I just multiply with the 8 pi square m by h square. Got it? Yes. So after multiplying, what happens here is this h square and this h square cancel. This 8 pi square and this 8 pi square and they cancel. Okay, so one minus sign is left over here. Okay. Now here what we are doing? Here I am taking minus outside. So when I take minus outside, what happens? It becomes e minus v. Okay. So I take minus outside, and this v minus v will become e minus v like this. Okay. Now this minus, and this minus when you multiply become plus. Okay. It becomes plus. Now I write the expression. Dou square psi by dou x square plus dou square psi by dou y square plus dou square psi by dou z square plus 8 pi square m by h square into psi into e minus v is equal to 0. So this this expression is nothing but your Schrodinger wave equation. Dou square psi by dou x square plus dou square psi by dou y square plus dou square psi by dz square plus 8 pi square m by h square into psi into e minus v is equal to 0. So this Schrodinger wave equation does not depend on time as a variable. Fine. So here variable is x variable, y variable and z variable is there, but no time. Letter t. Time t represents for time. No time is considered as a variable here, so that's Okay, so the total energy, that is a permitted total energy values is called as eigenvalues. Eigenvalues. Okay, this eigenvalues of energy, eigenvalues, this will be always corresponding to the wave function. Okay, and this wave function represents the atomic orbital. Represents the atomic orbital. Yes. Now, regarding the orbital structure of atomic orbitals, we will be studying in the upcoming videos. Right? So that's it all about your Schrodinger wave equation.